Aidan, you told me they'd be good, but I didn't know they'd be this good.
Oh, they're the best. Hello,
They're
everybody.
very good. Especially you.
What's the crack? Are we all well? Hell yeah. You're very welcome to the BT Young Scientists and Technology Exhibition for 2012. Flags and all. Oh, is that from Kerry? Oh, well, shame. Anyway, you're all very welcome. This is the opening ceremony, and this is the beginning of what we can promise will be an incredible 4 days for all of our students, for our teachers, for our judges, and indeed all of the BT staff. Can you believe this is the 48th year of this event? It's BT's 12th year as not only the sponsor, but also the organiser. And by Friday, we will be announcing BT's 12th Young Scientist and Technologist of the Year.
Where are they?
It's somebody in this room, so I'm wondering, are they going to be from over here?
Aidan, I reckon they could be over here.
Nah. They might be from here, though. Come on.
Or what about these ladies over here?
And the dossers in the cheap seats down the back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your teachers. They're here on a holiday. Will you please give a welcome, everybody, to my new co-host at the event. Delighted to welcome the lovely Róisín. Come
Gurmila Magi, a sochtan fád to Washington, An Officer and Vet Shaw, a good to Aidan Imlina, Gun BT Young Scientist and Technology Exhibition, Galvila Sado Yeg. Now, over the next 20 minutes, we're going to be giving you a flavour of some of the acts that are going to be playing here in the BT Arena over the next few days. Also, we're going to be meeting the current BT Young Scientist and Technologist. And Aidan, we've got some special guests that are going to be taken to the stage a little bit later on as well. But first, we've got a very special treat, especially for those of you who weren't with us last year. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the BT Young Scientist and Technology Exhibition 2011. Take a look up here.
Sometimes I feel like throw my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you've got the love I need to see me through. Sometimes it seems the going is just too rough, and things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then it seems like the life is just too much, but you got the love I need to see me through. When food is gone, you are my daily need. Oh, when friends are gone, I know my Savior's love is real. You know it's real. 'Cause you got the love. 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 Time after time, I think, oh Lord, what's the use? Time after time, I think it's just no good. 'Cause sooner or later in life, the things you love, you lose. But you've got the love I need to see me through. You got the love. 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 You got the Sometimes I feel like throw my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you got the love I need to see.
Very good. Some great
fantastic.
memories from 2011. It was a great year. But I can promise you 2012 is going to be even bigger and better. It's bigger because we have had a record number of projects entered into the competition this year. So I guess that means you lot who've made it this far to the RDS really are the very best of the best. But before you go cheering for yourself now, just steady on. We'll get to that in a moment. You couldn't have done it and you wouldn't be here without your teachers, right?
Oh, mixed reaction there, Aidan.
No.
Mixed reaction.
Yes. And also, we're going to include them in the congratulations. And hey, while we're at it, let's be smart about it. The judges are in the room. And at 3 o'clock today, the judging kicks off. So let's say, well done to you guys for being here, your teachers for helping, and let's butter up the judges by giving them a round of applause as well. But well done to you guys. These are really the stars.
Now, guys, I think it's time that you all meet a young man from Dublin. He has first-hand experience of this exhibition. Imagine he was like all of you sitting in here last year at the opening ceremony, not knowing that 2 days later he was going to be crowned the 2011 BT Young Scientist and Technologist. So let's give him a huge welcome back. It's Alexander Amini.
Further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the BT Young Scientist and Technologist of the Year 2011.
Now.
I think we were just reliving your moment when you stood on this stage almost a year ago to the day. There you are there coming up. Been very cool, even though you had just won such a great competition. So take us back to that day and from standing here, what do you remember? What was it like?
Yeah, so the feeling that you get from being honored with such an amazing award is just incredible, and it's a feeling that you'll probably never forget in your lifetime. So the entire competition is just 4 days that's absolutely incredible, jam-packed, and you'll never forget it.
And tell us about the past year. What have you been up to?
Yeah, so after I received the BT award, I was honored with the opportunity to represent Ireland in the European competition for young scientists, and I was able to place first prize there also. So it's really...
He won it, everybody. He won the European competition.
Pretty good.
Can I just say, this is what you have to live up to, everybody. No pressure. So you won the European competition. Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, what does the future hold for you? You're doing your Leaving Cert this year. What's going to happen then?
Yeah, so I hope to, after I finish my Leaving Cert, I'll probably enter college, or I might take some time off to work on my project a bit more and try and develop something further out of it. So I'm not quite sure what the future holds yet.
Well done you. So you've been here, you've done it. What would you say to everyone that's here this week, just starting out in the competition? What advice could you give?
Yeah, so it's not as bad as you think. The judging sessions, just take it easy, relax a bit. Your judging sessions will go much better than you feel right now. Just make sure, because you've studied your material over the past 3 months, just make sure you express it in the correct way. Just take them through it nice and slow, and you'll do fine.
Good advice?
Solid advice.
Everybody, give it up for Alexander Amini, last year's winner. Well done, buddy. Congratulations.
Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No pressure. So, congratulations to Alexander. Now, as we mentioned, this year the competition is bigger. But not just here in Ireland. Globally, the Young Scientist competition is getting bigger. And for the first time this year, we're going to have a competition in Africa, in Tanzania. And back in November, they launched that competition in Dar es Salaam. And I think we can have a look now at some of the footage from that, which should appear on your screen very soon. As in...
Anytime.
Anytime soon. Oh, we're going live to Dar es Salaam. That's what the delay is. If you believe that, you believe it. The launch of the Young Scientist competition in Tanzania. That's going to be on later in the year, so we wish them well with that.
Exactly. Yeah, give them a bullabus. Now, we started off today's show with Amoeba to Zebra. Did you enjoy them?
Yeah.
Would you like to see some more? Let's welcome back Amoeba to Zebra.
Right, we're going to dip very briefly back into our story of life. Moving a little bit further on now from the first vertebrates, we're now going to go into all things furry. We're going to sing you a couple of songs about mammals. But before we go further, a quick show of hands. How many mammals do we have in the audience? Raise your hand if you are a mammal.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's more than we normally get.
That's pretty good, pretty good. That's a good percentage of the audience. Any mathematicians out there can work out the percentage. Okay, young scientists, here we go.
How much does science rock?
For 115 million years, another important group of animals clung doggedly onto survival in the shadow of the giant dinosaurs. Small and nocturnal, these warm-blooded and furry little opportunists finally seized their chance to fill the ecological vacuum left by the monster reptiles. The secret of their success was a nourishing substance unique to their kind: milk. Along with the care and protection of their parents, this superfood would aid the swift development of their young and give them an invaluable head start in life. These creatures are known as the mammals, and their descendants would come to colonize every environment on the planet, dominating the earth for the rest of our story.
Many years ago, about 65 million, there came to an end the tyranny reptilian. Hiding in their burrows underground, deep down, family safe and sound. Drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up. Warm-blooded killers with a fiery reputation, and fur-covered bodies for perfect insulation. Several kinds of teeth to crush their prey, feeling with the whiskers on their face.
Drink your milk! Drink your milk!
Drink,
Drink your milk!
come on, drink,
Drink your milk!
drink,
Drink your milk!
drink.
Drink your milk!
A blind pink morsel,
No bigger than a bee!
climbs through the fur, switch mother's teeth. In the safety of the pouch, life is great.
Development is swift for the young neonate.
Drink,
Drink your milk!
drink,
Drink your milk!
drink,
Drink your milk! Come on!
drink,
Drink your milk!
drink,
Drink your milk!
drink.
It's your turn now! Drink your milk! Here we go! Drink up!
Drink your milk, drink,
Drink up!
drink your milk,
Drink up!
drink your milk,
Drink up!
drink your milk.
Very good!
With cunning egg thieves all around, a new solution had to be found to the problem of raising a family. The answer lay in the womb of the mother. A life-giving organ called the placenta would help their babies grow in peace. The world's climate was like a roller coaster with plummeting temperatures all over. The race to adapt was fierce. Continents would shift and collide. The vast majority of those that survived were the placental pioneers.
Thank you. We're going to keep it furry.
We are mammalian. We are variations on a theme. We are all descended from the same
True-like being.
of those who gain advantage will succeed. in our dreams. Our descendants will supersede. Those who gain advantage will succeed. So live, reproduce, and die. Ride the trials of life. We are mammalian.
Thank you.
All right, one more time, everybody. Let's hear for Amoeba to Zebra.
Well done,
Zebra.
lads.
Thanks, guys. We're going to see more of them before we finish today. And also, very, very soon, we're going to meet our two special guests who have just arrived in the building. But first, we're going to have another performance.
Another special act. Would you like to see another special act? Of course you would. Now, these guys are circus performers who are going to tell you a little bit more about some famous scientists. So give it up for Little Big Top.
Well, Professor, if you had been paying attention when we were discussing the relationship between the volume and the pressure of that gas...
Well, inversely, conversely, and proportionately, that chicken should not have exploded.
Well, I don't know, but it's definitely you who'll be cleaning the oven.
Yes, on with the lecture. Now roll call.
The lecture.
Do we have a Desmond College?
Oh! Do we have Kalorstaforig from Lucan? Oh, my goodness! There's rather more of you than I expected. Are you sure we're in the right place, Professor?
You did say left at the roundabout.
Is this the ODS? Oh, well, in that case, welcome to our lecture, young scientists. We are Little Big Top, and this is the Circus of Scientists.
My name is Professor Haswell.
And my name is Professor Williams.
During our series of lectures, we will attempt to be as historically inaccurate
and as scientifically incompetent
as possible.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Now we will present lectures the likes of which that you have never seen before. Thrill at Euclid's geometry. Be confounded by his amazing array of squares, cylinders, circles, and straight lines.
Amaze at Newton's laws of attraction. See the actual apple which fell upon his head, preserved for centuries.
Marvel at Buffon's needle theory as we recreate his encounter with the King of France and the famous tossing of the baguettes.
That you have enjoyed that excerpt from our lecture.
My name is Professor Haswell.
My name is Professor Williams.
Of the Little Big Top Circus of Scientists.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
And you know, I really do think that these baguettes would have gone perfectly with that chicken if you hadn't exploded it.
Oh, Professor, you did go on.
Fantastic, yeah.
Little Big Top, everybody. And you can see more of those guys that'll be doing the show here in the BT Arena. And we've lots of shows going on throughout the week, also in our 3D theatre and also in Robot Wars. So earlier on, we found out that BT not only sponsor and organise this event, but for the past 12 years, they've also been staffing it as well. And if you look around the room, you'll see, where are you guys? Up the back. Stand up.
Hey!
Let's make yourselves known. All the guys in the red tops, our Butlin's red coats for the week are here. They're BT staff and they give so freely of their time to be here. That's what they tell me. We know, in fact, they're just dossing from work.
Wage.
But they are here to help out this week. Whatever you need, if you want anything in the shop, if you see someone that you want to dance with at the disco on Friday night, they'll sort it out for you. So let's hear it for
anything
our BT red coats. Ending it all. Right? Okay, now we're going to find out a little bit more about BT's involvement in the competition, and I'd like to invite on stage Colm O'Neill, who is the Chief Executive of BT Ireland, and also our very special guest for this year's opening ceremony. Will you please welcome An Taoiseach, Enda Kenny.
Taoiseach, check away there.
Hi, Colm.
Just for
You're
the
very welcome.
record.
How are you? An Taoiseach, you're very welcome.
Hello, BT Young Scientists. This is incredible. I've got a little story for you. In 555 BC, in ancient Greece, there were two 15-year-old boys who went to school together. One was great at maths, one was great at sports. One was called Pythagoras, and no one can remember the other boy's name. Welcome to the BT Young Scientist 2012. This is BT's 12th year sponsoring this event, and we are so excited because we think this year is going to be the best year ever. Now, I just need to tell you three things. First, an important fact. Second, why it's so important what we're doing here this week. And thirdly, I need your help just to acknowledge some of the people who are going to make this week a great week. First, the important fact. Every single person here is a winner. We had 1,700 projects, and you were selected 550 projects to exhibit here this week. Now, some of you are going to get special recognition for your projects. One person is going to win the honor of being the 2012 BT Young Scientist. Who knows, maybe even one of you will be famous in 1,000 years' time. But to get here and exhibit here this week is a major achievement, so well done. Now, why is this week so important? Well, maths, science, and technology are important because they change people's lives. Human development and survival depends on maths, science, and technology answering new questions every day. And maths, science, and technology is particularly important for us here in Ireland, a little island on the northwest coast of Europe, because us developing you to your full potential is what the future of this country is all about. Whether that's to make the next great scientific discovery, to work in a large multinational, or even to start your own business and bring your ideas to the world. This week is about creating tomorrow. But this week is your chance to shine. The eyes of the world is going to come look at the RDS this week. We're going to have the media here in force. We're streaming live on RTE right now. We're trending on Twitter. We're going to have business people, we're going to have political leaders here to hear your ideas, and 40,000 people are going to walk through that door to hear what you have to say. This is your week, so enjoy it. Now, finally, I need your help just to acknowledge a couple of people that are going to be so important this week. First, our partners and exhibitors, all of them, but in particular, Analog Devices, Intel, and RTE. Thank you. Next, a really important group, the judges. I've been told to say they are not as scary as they look, but a big thank you to the judges. Next, if you look over your shoulders for the people here, our BT Redcoats down the back, they are going to run and coordinate everything this week. A big cheer for the BT Redcoats. Next one's a little bit controversial, but I think they need a big thanks. Your teachers. And finally, you. Thank you for bringing your ideas. Thank you for your hard work for bringing them here. And thank you for being here. Now, just one more thing, actually, before I finish. I did say that this year was going to be the biggest and the best year ever, didn't I? Now, BT are sponsoring another major event this year. We're sponsoring the Olympic Games. So this year, we thought we might add a little bit to the prize. So this year's 2012 winner is not only going to get the cash prize, is not only going to get the trophy, is not only going to get the honour of representing Ireland at the European Young Scientist, this year's BT Young Scientist is going to go to the Olympic Games. So have a fantastic time, and if you see me around the exhibition hall, I'm a little bit shy, so make sure and say hello. Now, it is my great pleasure to introduce our very special guest speaker today. This is a man who is the most positive, most optimistic, most energetic person I've ever met, and I am sure you are going to give him a big BT Young Scientist welcome. An Taoiseach, Enda Kenny.
Thank you. It's Galamagav. It's a bit like being at a rock concert here, except I'm not the star of the show. You are. I'd like to say to you that that's a really cool prize to win, to be able to go to the Olympic Games. Whoever wins, demand that you go to the finals, aim for the top. I'm quite sure that's what BT actually mean here. Let me say, first of all, I'm delighted to be back again this year at the BT Young Scientist exhibition and competition. I've been here over many years, and it's always a place where you get, a rush of energy and excitement because of the range of activities and projects that are there by the young people. I opened a proposal in Westport on Monday, where a big company there, a major multinational, are investing $350 million in biologics for the future. They're the company that make the Botox. None of you need Botox, nor indeed does the Young Scientist exhibition, because after its 48 years, it's still looking very well indeed. I have to say, when you walk through the door here, feel the passion and the tenacity and the belief of young people in what they're doing, you see a very bright future for this country, irrespective of the challenges or the difficulties that we face up ahead. Remember, it was on this day in 1922 that insulin was first used in the treatment of diabetes. I hope that many of the projects that are being researched here, that are on display, and that will evolve over the next period, will lead to new discoveries, new innovation, and new application in a range of ground-breaking areas. So don't be afraid to follow your own theory right through to fruition. I want to thank BT for their sponsorship of this, the 12th year of the exhibition here, and it's very good to know that they're already committed to sponsoring this event for the next 2 years also, and in that I include the 20 partner companies who are involved here. You see, generosity is not a science, but it certainly gives you young people your opportunity to do what you want to do and put your project and your proposal out there in front. This competition was first held way back in 1965, before many of you became a reality. It was the brainchild of two UCD physicists, Father Tom Burke and Dr. Tony Scott. Father Burke is no longer with us, but I'm glad to know that Tony is still actively involved in a judging role, and his vision, along with Father Burke, has set out what is a wonderful signal for this country and for our young people. I understand that from small beginnings of 230 entries, you now have 550 projects, more imagination that requires more physical space. These are, if you like, and the keepers, selected by the judges from over 1,740 projects submitted by 4,000 students from all 32 counties. That's not an easy task. That's not an easy achievement. And I understand that the expectation is that because you don't have snow this year, you're going to have maybe 34,000, 40,000 visitors come through the doors to see what you do. Let me say this, and this is a serious piece. Science and technology are where it's at for Ireland's future. Your projects show very clearly the challenge that we're up against, and in that we're on our way, and the international success of previous winners. In September, last year's overall winner, Alexander Lamini, took first prize in engineering at the European Union Contest for Young Scientists in Helsinki, a brilliant tribute to a brilliant young man. He was keeping up a brilliant tradition, because for the last 23 years, Irish young scientist winners have taken top prize in that competition on 13 different occasions. And other award winners have represented Ireland with similar success. For instance, the Intel Science and Engineering Fair in the USA saw Ireland bring home 20 award winners from that competition over the years. So these winners, like you, show the success and the potential for Ireland in science, in mathematics, and in technology-related disciplines. That's why I want to say, one who's privileged to lead the government, that investing strongly and strategically in science and technology research is so important, even at a time of economic restraint. This year alone, in 2012, over €370 million has been allocated to the Department of Jobs and Enterprise and Innovation to support enterprise-related research and innovation and the programme for research for third-level institutions. That's absolutely critical for our future. I also want to see that while science is not taken by every student at junior cert level, that it becomes a core subject of the new junior cert cycle and curriculum, because it's so important. And that's why at senior level, government is working on revised programmes for physics and for chemistry and for biology. You see, whoever stands up here in 10 years' time, whoever is down there in 10 years' time, we're going to be in a very different world. And it's coming at us whether we like it or whether we don't. From genetics to the internet to biotechnology to nanotechnology, all of these areas like robotics and nanomedicine are going to change the lives of hundreds of millions of people. And you, young scientists down there, will undoubtedly play your part in creating that future, in making that future become a reality. And that's the excitement and the challenge of living for you in working to create the world in which you are going to actually live in. So you're leading the technology revolution. I go around to firms all over the country. I'm absolutely flabbergasted at the range and the extent of how technology has developed, much of it by Irish scientists, by Irish technicians, how they evolved the product to something that really does a job to world-class standards and is leading the scene for the years ahead. So whether it be finding a cure for cancer, or providing renewable energy solutions, or developing computer games, all of these things play their part in the world in which you live and in the world in which you're going to live and play your part. That's life-changing, it's exciting, it's evolving work on a daily basis. So the multinational companies, they tell the government they have jobs in these areas, jobs that they cannot fill because they're looking for young, talented, competent people with a flair in those areas. So when you're filling out your CAO forms, think science, think mathematics, think physics, think technology, because that's where a considerable portion of jobs will be created for the future. Now, this is a great year for science in Ireland. And why is that? Well, one reason is because Dublin here, Cathair Baile is the city of science for 2012. City of Science is Dublin. That means that we can showcase and will showcase Ireland all over the world as a centre for excellence, a centre for research, and a centre for innovation. The launch is next week, actually. We're going to have science buskers. I'm not quite sure what science buskers are. And science puppeteers. They're going to be all over the country proclaiming that Dublin is the city of science for 2012. We'll have theatre and film events, carnivals, experiments, and an intriguing science-themed picnic. So it's a chance for the whole country to get involved and to put science exactly centre stage where it should be. So while you're here, take a few minutes to visit the City of Science stand here at the RDS before you return to your homes and to your schools. So show your scientist credentials by attending and supporting those various events. So before I go, I just want to say thank you, as I've done every year for many years now, to you yourselves, to your parents, and to your teachers. Because when you go through the 550 projects you were here, look at the catalogue, the range and the spectrum is absolutely fascinating. And I just want to compliment you, not only for having the interest and the commitment to follow through, but the way you do it. And I say that passion and integrity, your professionalism and your commitment. Let me give you one example. I had the chief executive of a major multinational here in Dublin recently. And that chief executive said to me that their company shifted their primary product, which was in the financial services area, to Dublin from America. And when I said, what is the reason why you did that? Is it just our young people? Is it the education system? Is it that they like Ireland? Is it because of the incentives that we offer? It was all of those things, but it was something else. It was because of the passion of our young people to do the job, to effect change, and to create their own future. That's the space that you're in, because you are leaders in your own schools, you are leaders in your own community, and in the next decade, you are going to be leaders in business, in society, in so many ways that we can be so proud of. And my job, while I have this job, and it's a privilege to have it, is to create the platform upon which you can achieve that and to hand the country over to you so that you can carry on as a member of the European Union and be proud to do so. So I've enough said. My job really in thanking BT for the opportunity to come along here is to say that I'm now delighted to officially declare the 2012 BT Young Scientist and Technology exhibition officially open. I hope you really enjoy yourselves. I hope you get to know so many new people. I hope you enjoy the experience and that you go back to your schools enlivened and even more enthusiastic about science and technology and what it is that you're doing. You're great people. God bless you and the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taoiseach. Thank you.
An Taoiseach, thank you very much. Great words. Colm, thank you so much. Thank you very much, An Taoiseach and Colm. Colm O'Neill.
How about that, Aidan? Somebody in this room is going to the Olympics when they win the BT Young Scientist and Technologist.
Nice
2012.
Nice bonus indeed.
Very nice. Now, we're nearly at the end of our opening ceremony already. I can't believe it. Thank you all for your attention. We really, really appreciate it. We just want to give a few thank yous. We want to thank our current BT Young Scientist and Technologist, Alexander Amini. Wasn't he fantastic? And also to Little Big Top. They were on the stage earlier and they were fantastic also. So just give them a big round of applause. And of course, our huge appreciation goes to An Taoiseach for taking time out of his busy schedule to open today's ceremony. So let's give him another round of applause. And of course, BT's own Colm O'Neill as well. So fair play to the two of them.
Indeed. So An Taoiseach said it. The competition is officially open. So get out and go to work, will you? Go on, shoo. No, I'm only kidding. This is where the crack starts for you lads. Because I guess all year you've been working hard on this. And this is the fruits of your labour. So over the next few days, have fun, enjoy yourselves. And we're going to see you right back here on Friday, when we will be crowning the 2012 BT Young Scientist and Technologist. So good luck to you all.
Woo! It's going to be very exciting. We're going to welcome back onto the stage now Amoeba to Zebra. We'll see you back here in this very room, 5:30 on Friday. Gajishin, Slán Tamil.
See you then, folks.